Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, let's get into it. So this episode is going to be about which vehicle should you go with when you're getting your business going. So there's three routes you can go. You can go just a regular car, so a sedan or an SUV of sorts. So that would basically mean, you're using your family vehicle to get your business going. So that's like for example, that's where I'm at. I'm in the family vehicle stage. So hopefully this year I'm not going to be in that stage. I'm going to get a new car. But anyways, so right now, if let's say you don't have anything and you're trying to get into the business, I would say just get what you can afford and work around it. Especially, so like I say you don't have a car, or if you do have a car, let's say you don't want to use your family car and you're trying to buy something else, I would definitely say don't overextend yourself, and I would buy what you can afford. So so let's say you don't have money for a cargo van, but you have money for a small SUV that's very cheap and affordable. A small SUV works because, like I said, window cleaning, there's not a lot of product and there's not a lot of, you don't need a lot of stuff. You need a freaking mop, a bucket, and a squeegee and some soap. That's it. So, when you're just starting out this business, the good thing about this business is that the cost of entry is very low, provided you already have some sort of vehicle. But on top of that, there's not a lot of equipment you need. The biggest thing that you're gonna need, that's gonna affect what you have, and even then, it's not really gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you because you're gonna say no to more jobs. But at the end of the day, there's enough single-family homes to keep you going, or single-level homes. But anyways, so the ladder is going to be your biggest thing, right? So again, when you're first starting out, buy a multi-position ladder, because that one, it's going to collapse down to, depending what size you get. Like I have an 18-foot one. It's going to collapse down to 5 feet, 5.5 feet. So that will fit in pretty much anything. You can have a car, you can have a sedan, you can have, when you put the seats down, it's gonna fit. So that's gonna be your first thing. And then, like I said, if you don't want to do that, you want to get an extension ladder, that's where it's gonna get kind of tricky, because now you're gonna need a roof rack. So luckily they sell roof racks for pretty much any vehicle. Like right here where I live, it's a Mini Cooper with a 24-foot extension ladder on the top. So that guy's grinding. He's a gutter cleaning person. So, he's doing what he has to do to get that money. That's what I'm saying. You could do this with any vehicle. I'm part of some Facebook groups where there's dudes on there that are just starting out. They're just on their bike and they're hustling, they're biking it with their bucket and their extension pole and stuff. So this business, if you want it, you can get it, but it's only, if you don't want it, you're not going to put that effort to figuring it out. So anyways, that's what I'm saying. So if you want it, you can get it. But anyways, so if you're just starting out, get what you can afford, get a car or an SUV. Like I said, even mobile detailers are figuring out ways, and these shops are figuring out ways to make your SUV and your sedan a mobile detailing vehicle. Like, they fit everything in there. It's crazy. So there's no excuses anymore. The internet is a very interesting place. Like, you'll find what you're looking for. So like, I just saw a video where they made a Tesla a pressure washing car. It's a very expensive pressure washing car, but anyways, yeah. So it's doable with a car or a car or an SUV, obviously. Okay, so the next thing, let's say you don't want a car or an SUV, but you want a truck or you want a van. So again, this is for window cleaning businesses. I've seen some people with their vans, they have so much crap in there. If you're just like a new person looking in, you don't need all that stuff, okay? I haven't been on a job like, damn, I wish I had wish I had this, or I wish I had that. Get yourself a 6-inch, a 12-inch, I mean a 6-inch, a 14-inch, and an 18-inch squeegee, an 18-inch mop, and then a small mop, like 6 inches, 12 inches for French paint, and you will be fine. I haven't bought anything other than that. I've been running, and on top of that, I only use my 18, and I very seldom use my 12-inch. So, like I said, if you watch videos of window cleaning setups, like, they're just messy. There's no need for all that. So anyways, just remember, it just depends what your business is. Like, if you have add-ons for pressure washing, gutter cleaning, solar panel cleaning, you know, all those things require more stuff. Anyway, so just keep that in mind. All right, so now we're on the topic of a van or a truck. So let's start with a truck. If you're gonna get a truck, you're going to be limited to the truck space. And then on top of that, you're going to be limited to if you end up getting some kind of cover, a camper shell, a tonneau cover, or something like that. So we'll start with the tonneau cover. You can get a tonneau cover, but just keep in mind, sometimes with those, it will eliminate your ability to get a roof rack installed. You will have to buy one that has the adaptability to get a roof rack in the future. So that's the thing. So yeah, and then like I said, if you only have a tonneau cover, you can only fit what fits in there, obviously. So again, if your ladder can't be sticking out. You can't have anything so high that's gonna prohibit you from closing it and stuff like that. So again, for a window cleaning business, the only obstacle again is going to be that roof rack. unless you don't do 2-story roofs, like you don't do 2-story houses, or you don't offer roof cleaning or solar panel cleaning, anything that requires you to get onto a roof. So with that being said, a truck is good, but it is going to sort of limit you, if you will, depending on what add-ons you get to the truck. And then on top of that, you can, if you do a water-fed pull system, like a little rack will fit pretty well in a truck. But then you got to remember bed size. So most small trucks, Tacomas, Colorados, Frontiers, they only have like a 5-foot bed. And then because it just depends on the configuration, they might have a long bed, but you know, it might not be a crew cab, it might be a double or an extended cab or a single cab. So you got to keep that in mind as well, the bed size. And then so if you need at least a 6-foot bed, your best option is to go with a full-size truck, a Silverado, F-150, Dodge Ram, because all those with at least a crew cab, can get you a 6-foot bed. All right, so those are pretty much those are the options for a truck. So for the next option is a cargo van. So again, there's 2 types. There's the full-size commercial cargo vans. That's like, you know, the old school ones, the panel vans, whatever they're called. And then there's the city style van. So like a ProMaster City, Chevy Express, and obviously the Ford Transit Connect XL. So yeah, so you're gonna want to get one of those. So now the thing is, now with a van, it's good because you have more space. You have the whole back of the van. I don't know the dimensions of it, but you know, it's very configurable. You can hire someone or you can do it yourself that's going to put you shelving, it's going to put you this, it's going to put you that. It's much more, if you're an organized person, it's much more organized and will help you be more efficient. So for me, and so like I said, the van, like I said, the pros is that it's super configurable, and you know, there's just so much you could do with the van. You don't have to worry too much about height. It obviously has the security of being locked inside your van. You obviously have windows and or no windows, so people can't even look in, or you can always cover them with a window decal that people can't see in. Your insurance will probably be a little cheaper than if you get a truck. And like I said, there's just more pros to a truck and or to a van. And like I said, there's just, like I said, for me, the van is obviously the best route to go with, because again, it just has more configurability and it's safer. They're probably a little bit more gas efficient by a little bit to the truck. And like I said, if you need a roof rack, just put one on. Obviously they sell them for that too, and you don't have to worry about buying a tonneau or anything like that. So so let's recap real quick. So if you're just starting out and you can't afford a cargo van, get yourself some kind of vehicle, whatever you can afford. That's only going to be temporary. And then if you do have to go between a truck or a van, it really depends on your style of business and how and what you need. Obviously, a truck has limitations. The other thing you could do with a truck too is get a trailer. But now you're hauling a trailer. You got to deal with that. And then, so out of the three, the best route would honestly be a van, because like I said, it's just safer in terms of, you know, securing your stuff in there. And it offers more flexibility in what you can do. Like I said, once you get a truck, and like if you already filled up the bag, unless you do some spring cleaning, you're not going to be able to add more stuff. And like I said, depending on the pressure washer, a tonneau cover might not even work out. Therefore, you have to get a camper shell, which then you might as well just got in a van. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you liked it. I hope it gave you some insight to what route you should go with. So yeah, so if you like these videos, please subscribe. Send me any comments down below of any questions you may have, and I'll get to them. Peace.